Everybody, and welcome from inside of Boysen Motorsports Park in Shoshone, Wyoming. It's time for the finale to Season 3 of the Hankook E-Cup Series here in the Electric Racing Tour. Here for the first time on the Nick the Rabbit Sports Network. We'll figure out a better name for it later. This was supposed to be with the Prez Motorsports Network, however, things happened. Take a look at your standings coming into this race, although they're a little bit outdated as Quirt starting on pole today. He's got 5 bonus points to supplement things. He moved up into second as a result of qualifying on the pole. So Forza, basically all he had to do was show up, and he probably would have mathematically clinched the title. Although nothing is really out of the... I don't really know if anything's out of the question anymore after Quirt qualified on pole. 3 overdrive drivers in the race today. I don't know if we're going to get any more. We do have one on the way. Glenn currently on his way home, so he should join us here in just a little bit. So it's been a bit of a rough night. I am a little bit irritable today. Also have not slept at all. So with that being said, for the final time this season, drivers, are you ready? Okay, I got 2 ready, 3 ready, and I just assumed 4's is ready. Scheduled distance is 100 laps. However, since we are just barely meeting minimum, we're just going to shorten it to 75. So we have 4 drivers here, which is not the normal for the ERT this season. However, I mean, I guess it is what it is. We don't have access to Forza's cameras, so he's the only driver we'll not be able to keep a direct eye on. However, Quirt, Random, and Alex all have cameras in the spectate tool. With that being said, a champion will be crowned today. It's the Taco John's Crossroads Classic, and the countdown starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is a little bit of a jump there by the 27, and we are underway for the final race of the season here at Boysen Motorsports Park. And with that, guys, make sure we keep it off the wall. I know it's a little difficult. The banking in turns 3 and 4 is, I think, 9 degrees, and turns 1 and 2 it is 11 degrees. So the banking is variable here through the corners, which makes it a little bit more difficult to pinpoint your braking point. However, these drivers do still need to at least attempt to. Halfway, I believe, will be at lap... I actually don't know. 75 divided by 2 equals 37.5. So when they enter on for lap 38, that will be your halfway mark. And Forza is up into second place. A driver that thought that this track would never come to fruition. We've attempted to race here for the last 2 seasons. However, the track was not complete in Season 1 nor Season 2. This is its first ever race in the Electric Racing Tour. Was originally supposed to be the Prodigy Motorsports Complex. However, I decided to change the name and the location of the track. It is now out in the middle of absolutely nowhere in northern Fremont County, Wyoming, which is just nothing but prairie and sand. I live close to the area in real life, and it's pretty empty aside from the reservoir. So in real life, it is like 95 degrees outside, and there's a fire weather warning. So a little bit of a scorcher today here in the Crossroads of Wyoming. As Forza still tries to track down Quirt. That is your top 3. Quirt, Forza, and Random. And we got 2 drivers here that have questions a little bit about where their rides are. Actually, all 4 of these drivers are technically kind of in limbo here with their rides, as Perez Motorsports obviously not quite sure what that's going to look like. The one driver could very well be doing his final race ever in the Electric Racing Tour. little bit, I've been pretty anxious all night. That's part of the reason why I've not gotten any sleep. I don't know what the hell is going to happen for Season 4. It's going to definitely be a lot different of a series, roster-wise. But, hey, we're here for the long haul. We just got some in-league drama that's happened over the last 24 hours. It's just been rough. Court, currently your leader. He's led every lap so far. He's looking... right now, as it stands, it's not going to give him the championship. Not even close. And he, unfortunately, he needed Forza to not show up today, and he would have gotten the championship with a win. Same thing would have applied to Matthew had he chose to show up as well. Unfortunately, Matthew is obviously not here right now. Glenn will be showing up here in just a moment once he is able to, because he is currently on the road right now. So hopefully he'll join in before lap 35. Or not 35. I can't do math. Lap 38. Remember, that is the halfway mark. We hope you are having a great day here. We got a couple of viewers tuning in here on the Nick the Rabbit channel here. Here on NTR Sports. I'll think of something more formal for Season 4. But right now, it's just, it is what it is. Hankook E-Cup Series here. The Taco John's Crossroads Classic from Boysen Motorsports Park. We've got a battle shaping up just a little bit. Quirt and Forza. That battle for first. And we also got a battle back here, potentially for third, between Alex and Random. All four of these drivers have rides in question here. Alex looking to really, he's also, or sorry, they're extremely unsure of what their future is going to look like. They want to race, obviously. It's just they don't know if they'll be able to latch onto a ride. And Random, still, his contract with Wind River Racing obviously expires here right after this checkered flag drops. So, between you and me, we're probably going to offer him an extension. Will he take it? Probably not, but yeah, you never know. It's going to be a really interesting thing. We're going to be experimenting with, obviously we got the Maverick E-Truck Series coming in next season, which will add a big layer to the team aspect of the Electric Racing Tour next season. But here we go, a big opportunity, a hard charge by Alex. Here's your Six Flags onboard camera, and the action cam here as they try to go through the corner. Both drivers in the wall, big contact into the corner. Okay, guys, another warning here to keep it off the wall. And the 27 will, yep, that's a verbal there to the 27 for just packing the 3 into the wall there in the corner. It was definitely not an easy maneuver, though. I don't particularly fault these drivers, as we're already into lap 20 here in Shoshone. I will fix the lights for you guys, I'm sorry. As Forza will go around the inside, he'll get the pass here on the 29 of Court. Will he try the crossover move again? I have a feeling that the switch from day to dusk was probably not the greatest idea in that moment. But side by side going down the corner, Forza, you saw a little bit of bumping and banging there. And he's going to try to get there. Can't go below that yellow line to pass, though. And kind of knew this was going to happen. Just kind of like Navajo, the way the track has been constructed. Kind of knew that it was going to be close quarters racing, and Forza wanting to guarantee the title with one more win. Well, he's basically doing what Patrick Mahomes couldn't do, and that is three-peat. So that's got to feel good. He's basically guaranteed, as long as he can, well, actually, unless 6 more drivers show up and Forza finishes last out of those drivers, he is basically mathematically clinched the title as of now, and that'll make 3 in a row for the man in pink. Definitely a very dominant career for that 00, and like we said, we don't know if he'll even be here after the season concludes, because he's obviously not very happy with us right now, especially after the caution and the jump start thing that happened yesterday at Navajo. You can catch that on Perez Motorsports Network to see what exactly went wrong there, and also with his team owner leaving the league, not exactly, he's got practically no security right now in terms of a ride. So this is giving me a little bit of anxiety just thinking about it. So let's just focus here as we head into our last 50 laps of the season here. That's just crazy to think about. 20 some odd race long season. It's been incredible. We've had a lot of people really have breakout seasons, including Quirt. Really shocked the world. He won his very first race at Homestead earlier this season, back in the spring, and he has since gone on to win. He's since gone on to win 5 more races after that. Was the regular season champion. Unfortunately, that's obviously not the case anymore. Well, that's obviously, he's not fighting for the actual championship anymore. Still trying to nab a couple of good points and a decent result to finish off the 3rd season of competition here. The 1st season of the mesh era. We're still keeping a close eye here. I just realized I have not been policing the wall pops, and I apologize for that. I don't know what's... I'm just completely out of focus, so I'd like to apologize to both the drivers and the fans that are watching. Just not on my A game today. This is technically my home track, so... no, not technically. It is my home track. It's in my state. It's in my region-ish. So... Quart's not giving up, though. You can definitely see him trying to mount the attack, and time's running out for Blend to join the game. We're not going to call... I don't think we're going to call a yellow if he does. We're just going to have him merge and just let that be the end of it. I don't feel like getting yelled at again today, so... Well, with that, the 29 still trying to mount that attack, and right now Forza trying to tie Matthew for being the winningest driver of the season. Matthew currently with 7 wins. Quirt and Forza currently tied for the 2nd most wins on the year. It's just kind of been the story of the electric racing tour. Like 1 or 2 people will dominate the entire table. We kind of thought earlier in the season that Forza was not going to be able to. We thought that he was going to pull a Kansas City Chiefs. He was not going to be able to get the 3-peat, but hey, it's like Jimmy Johnson, right? The overdrive is a completely different animal. Like they turn on the jets when the final 5 races come in, because the points get reset. You have a fresh start. You're kind of just biding your time trying to get into the top 5 to make the championship overdrive. But right here comes, while I'm yapping, Quirt and Forza still trying to close that gap between each other, and Random just not having a good race here today. I'd like to apologize to our audience that this is not quite the race that we thought it was going to be. We thought a couple more people would show up, as we are 3 laps away from the halfway mark here in Shoshone. The back stretch, the Shoshone Wranglers colors, the high school football or the high school athletics program here in Shoshone for Shoshone schools. The blue and yellow on the back banner on the wall. Recently won a 9-man football championship, so that is a little bit of trivia for those who really don't give a damn. So here comes the 29, trying to look to the inside. Forza sticking to the Larson line. They'll roll it in through the middle. They're using that first corner, the banking on that corner to their advantage. I think both these drivers have actually started to figure out that corner a little bit, but Forza has a little bit of a lock up there going out of the corner. And with that, we are officially past the halfway mark, which means we're going to server lock here. Lap number 39 out of 75 here in Shoshone. We've been live for 15 minutes. Oh, good lord. Yeah, we're gonna have longer races next year, for sure. I've already increased a couple of the lap totals on a lot of the tracks. I think I increased the lap count for next season at Navajo Speedway to like 150 laps. We ran 100 yesterday, and we got that race done in like half an hour, so we definitely needed to increase that. But while I'm talking over here, these two just not giving up. Forza doesn't even need to, he doesn't even need to win. I think he just wants to I think he just wants to get into victory lane again, just for the feeling of it, and I don't quite blame him for that. But Court also not giving up. He's got no chance to win the championship, but he wants that victory here. As we're into the final 29 laps now, I think, or not. That's not how math works. Now into the final 34 laps, I should probably say. Yeah, I am not very good at math, in case you cannot tell. Once we get into the lap 50, that's when the nighttime will start to set in. We've had this button on the side of our screen the last couple of races, but we forgot to use it at Navajo Speedway and the race before it. We are using it here tonight. It's supposed to be there. Oh, a bump and a roll. Oh, Court, that's going to be a verbal. That's going to be a verbal. That was, and I'm not going to be surprised if Forza tries to retaliate. But Court, kind of knowing, oh man, he really let off there, and that's going to give Forza a chance to completely run away with it. Unless Court can continue to use the line that he's been using here. 31 laps to go down the back straightaway here. This track's supposed to be about as similar, if not just a little bit shorter than Dover. Which, oddly enough, NASCAR is racing at Dover. At least I think they were, unless the race is over. But that is beside the point. So we look forward to next season here, coming into the final 29 laps of season 3. With draft, this probably would have been a little bit more. Well, I guess actually draft probably wouldn't have done anything because, well, not very. There's. I mean, you can only do so much with only 4 drivers, right? But, we are grateful to everyone who's tuned in up to this point. The Midnight Racer. Man, I could outdrive that 00 guy, and I've been retired for 3 years. I think I know who the Midnight Racer is. I think that's... might be Mr. Payson Avery, I believe. I feel like the name's familiar. It definitely is. But, yeah. So Forza looking to win 3 straight well, he's already locked up 3 straight championships, and Glenn also just confirmed in chat that he is not able to, well, he wasn't going to make the race, unfortunately. And we are now down to the final 25 laps, which means it is now time to go completely under the lights here. We're also going to check back on Alex and Random here for just a moment. The gap between these two is, well, I think Alex, as long as they don't completely screw it up, I think they'll be just fine here to hold on to that hold on to a podium spot to finish off the season. Not bad in the Six Flags Tesla to round off their rookie year. And also should probably say this, in the Rookies Championship, Matthew, aka Yo Trait, has locked up that rookie championship. He is your Rookie of the Year for Season 3. A lot of rookie stripes this year. We had the most rookies ever in ERT history this year. Hopefully in Season 4 we'll see a lot more of the yellow stripes as the league continues to gain momentum. A couple of rough patches. It's not perfect, but we are growing, and we hope that you can be a part of this. Hopefully, you know, you see this and you're like, man, why does this race only have 4 drivers? You can be a part of this, and you can help us not have 4 drivers every weekend. Oh, Random had a game freeze. Oh, caution's out, caution's out, caution's out. There's a beached car there on the high side. Not going to hear the end of that one. Can't wait to get called out for that too. Random, yeah, random. Oh, I got to unslock. Sorry about that, random. So the caution is out because random lagged out, and that is explicitly lined out in the rulebook, which I will have that released before season 4 starts. I'm too tired. I'm too tired to remember what season we're about ready to conclude. So random's car is all the way in on the back straightaway on the Kemalwait backstretch. Good freaking lord. That backstretch named after Chief Kemalwait, who was a Shoshone chief. There's actually a lake near the Boysen Reservoir named after said Shoshone chief. So we named the backstretch we've named the backstretch here Kemalwait backstretch. So I don't know I don't know if you know who Sacagawea was. She was a very famous young lady. I believe she was with the whole Lewis and Clark thing, but you know, I guess if you're from around here, you probably know that. If you're not, then you probably just never. I don't know, but actually, fun fact: Sacagawea's gravesite, located just a little bit to the northwest of where this track would be if it was real, in a little village called Fort Washakie. There is a little area called the Sacagawea gravesite. So, very interesting. What? Oh, you're in the box? I thought I teleported you. Sorry, I thought I teleported you. I was too busy giving a history lesson. So yeah, just a lot of Native American heritage around here. The Arapaho and the Shoshone tribes kind of lay claim to some of the land here around the area. This track, I guess if it was in real life, it would technically be on the Wind River Indian Reservation here in Wyoming. The town of Shoshone is not, however, it is on the extreme outskirts. Might as well be on the reservation. That means we have been through 2 tracks on native lands in a row, Navajo Speedway and Boysen. With that being said, 20 laps to go in the third season of the Electric Racing Tour. I gotta change laps. The first caution of the day, not really for an incident. Okay. Had not a plug, yeah. Thanks for clearing that up. Oh, Court did not have a good start there. Oh, that's not good, and Alex almost puts him up into the wall, and Forza has a moment there. Forza, keep it off the wall. That includes that could have been a 3-way accident there. But Court will use a couple of cars as picks. That is short track bumping and banging at its finest. I don't even know if you would consider this a short. It probably would be a short track. And Alex is not a lap down. So Court currently side by side with the 27. How many times have we seen these two go up against each other this season? 15 laps to go here in Season 3. 15 laps to go until Forza will lift the trophy for the 3rd consecutive time. The best driver in Electric Racing Tour history. All four of these drivers, their future uncertain as Random into the wall. Hard hit on the back straightaway on the Kamea weight backstretch. Or Kamal weight backstretch. And I'm not going to call the yellow here just yet. Yellow's out. Especially because he's sliding down the racetrack. Sorry guys, I don't really know if I have much of a choice there. It's either that or you end up getting T-boned. And somebody's going to get hurt either way. So, yeah, he lagged out again. So, very reliable internet for Mr. Random. I'd like to remind you that today's race is brought to you in part by RowRacing.com. Major reason why we've been growing the way that we have. Yeah, and shout out Xfinity for the high quality service for its premium customers. Faster than Xfinity 5G, huh? So with that, Random is in his car. No, he is not. I thought I teleported you. What? Okay then. Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. ROBLOX literally, yep. ROBLOX literally teleported a random person. I am so sorry for teleporting you guys. And he just, yeah. So back up into the box here under yellow flag conditions. To be fair, we have not had a caution for a legitimate crash today, just internet crashes. It's kind of been the story of the season for some drivers, internet issues. The fans probably don't help that much. Although you can toggle it, so... Mitch from Colorado gonna get it now. And so with that, on to the front stretch here in Shoshone, Wyoming, here in the Crossroads, utilizing US routes 26 and 20, one of the major stops before you get to Yellowstone. 9 laps to go here. My voice is dying. And with that, not much left to go here in Season 3. I'm dying. Thank God. It's about time. Oh, green flag. I forgot to change the thing as Forza. Get off the grass. Get off the grass. Let up just a little bit. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Jesus Christ, 00. And Random. Oh, well, watch the wall. One last verbal warn there for the 27 as the 00 door slams at 29. 7 to go here. Random looking for his first win since May of 2024. That being said, he's not been here that long. Probably could have racked up another 5 wins or so. As Random is your leader with 7 to go here in Shoshone. There you go. They are packed in like a can of sardines. This could end up going 3 wide. Random goes to block on the high side. Now moves low. And into the wall. Big crash. 29 was airborne. And it's going to stay green. Forza kind of squeezed him into the wall there. Oh, we got problems. This is going to be ugly. Okay, yeah, 29. You're good. You're good. You're good. This is going to be an ugly finish. What has been a mostly clean race. 5 laps to go in Season 3. Stay off the wall. 3:27 and 29. Forza approximately 4.5 miles away from winning his 3rd consecutive championship in the Electric Racing Tour. This track not the easiest in the world to conquer here, as Forza losing speed to the 29. Down the Kemal weight backstretch. Same difference. And the 3 just doored the 27 here. Declan, you're a little bit late, bud. I'm sorry. And here comes Forza down the inside. 2 battles here. The 29 trying to get it done. Forza, whether or not you win, I will ask that you stay behind because we still got to give the trophy presentation. Like the championship trophy presentation. 2 to go here in Shoshone, here at Boysen Motorsports Park. And this could be a big battle. Everyone with a blanket here. They can throw over them. And there we go. Court makes a bad block. Here comes the 00. He'll retake the lead. 1 lap to go. Presented by Hankook. A champion being crowned here, but we still got a winner. Who's going to get it done? Forza gets to the quarter panel of the 29. Court tries to block. Forza goes in. Sends it in deep. It's going to be a final finish, a drag race. They're bumping and banging. And Forza will win in Shoshone. He wins the race and the championship in exciting fashion. A photo finish 1600ths of a second. What a finish here in the Crossroads of Wyoming, here on the Wind River Indian Reservation. And Forza gets it. Forza. Can someone please get Forza and tell him that he needs to get the pictures, please? I hate it when he does that, when he won the race. There's no doubt about it. He won. He usually leaves if he doesn't, like, win. And I know he probably doesn't really care about a 3rd championship, but what a finish either way. Forza wins the Season 3 championship, as well as the Taco John's Crossroads Classic. And since Forza's not here, we are going to have to just get a picture here, at least a victory lane. Or not picture, but yeah, it's whatever. The fish trophy, the rainbow trout here, a common fish that you'll find in the Boysen Reservoir. My source, I live here, and my grandpa also used to fish in this reservoir very often. My stepdad also does too. So the rainbow trout, definitely a thing you'll find a lot here. You'll also find some, I think you'll find bass and just some regular trout as well. So yeah, Northerns here. Yeah, so, an old friend has joined the server. So I don't think Forza is going to be here, so we're just going to have to drive his car into Victory Lane, as well as the Championship Lane, so, that's very disappointing. I was really hoping to get a picture of Forza on the Championship stage, but, it's whatever. Obviously, he has things that he needs to do, and that's okay, I guess. So I'm just gonna get the car put into Victory Lane here. Good God. Yeah, what a finish. I really don't know what else to say. Forza with his 3rd straight championship victory. I'm gonna get a picture of the car in Victory Lane, as well as in the championship stage. And not the most exciting race in the world, however, it was a very awesome finish to the race, which I think that kind of warrants Boysen to continue to stay on the schedule. If we could just get draft in the cars and more people to show up to the races, it would have definitely been an instant classic. But what a finish to an interesting season. It's had its ups and downs. As we're just going to get the picture of the victory lane here, the Rainbow Trout Trophy. Just wow, it's been a crazy season. Picture's been taken. I'm going to take the car to victory lane, or not victory lane, but the championship stage. Again, a little disappointed that Forza decided not to stick around for the trophy stuff, but it's whatever. And with that being said, just a thing that we have on the championship stage here that I will show in just a moment as the confetti launches here in Shoshone for the Season 3 champion, back to back, unfortunately in his absence here. And a quote on the wall from ARCA driver Andy Jankowiak: "I'm putting my foot to the floor and I'm not lifting until I see God or a checker flag." And that was kind of the epitome of today's race. Wow, if Forza does it again, and he's probably won a ton of championships in other leagues, and probably means not really anything to him, but this is a special thing here today. As championship is not just one race, it is a culmination of an entire season. Forza has put together 3 consecutive seasons, and this trophy, the prize for it all, and it will go in the museum here in the Electric Racing Tour. With that being said, that will end the season. We'd like to thank the following broadcast partners, including the Perez Motorsports Network, as well as the the ROBLOX Sports Broadcasting Company. They were only on board for one race. They broadcasted with us at the Utah Motorsports campus, so please go check them out. They will hopefully be on board for the Maverick E-Truck Series next season, which will start in August. With that being said, it's going to be a 3-week break between now and the first race of the season. We will be off until August, like mid-August, I think. You can check the board in our lobby for more information on when the next season will start. However, it is off to Hawaii for a lot of these drivers, and a well-deserved championship here. Unfortunately, not able to celebrate much more. I spent an hour putting together this stage only for Forza to not stay for it, so I wasted my time. But other than that being said, again, on the ROBLOX Sports Broadcasting Network and Perez Motorsports Network, and also here on the Nick the Rabbit YouTube channel, make sure you leave, like, and subscribe. I do have an NR 2003 project coming up, and I also would like to make some more content as well, as the channel's been dead for years now. But with that being said, we'll see you possibly in August here on the channel for Season 4. That'll be the Maverick E-Truck Series and the Hankook E-Cup Series at Homestead. It'll be a doubleheader that day for the series in question. With that being said, for one final time from Boysen Motorsports Park in Shoshone, Wyoming, Forza wins the race and the Season 3 championship. And with that, until next time, for the final time, until next time, and you know there'll be a next time, have a good one.